Hey guys, big ol' welcome back to the channel. Last week we left off with this Veloster we just bought from an auction, unfortunately, and we found out that there's no coolant in it. The thing runs very poorly. So in this week's video, we're gonna start tearing into it and see what we can figure out. So before we do anything, we need to get some coolant in here, and I'm not wasting money by just throwing coolant in it. So let's get the garden hose, fill up this radiator, and see if we can find out if it leaked from somewhere. But if it's not leaking, we'll go ahead and put some actual coolant in it. All right, folks, so we've got our water source going. We're gonna put it right down in here where there's no coolant. And we're gonna see if we can see anything dripping out the bottom. Because if we got a leak, then that's a bigger problem. But it'd be better than overheating this thing for no reason. Trying to get it to come out slow so it doesn't spill everywhere, so we can at least see if it's dripping. Why does it look like that?
All right, you.
Oh. Let's get everything else wet. Update for you. This thing is not low in coolant. I'm just an idiot. So after one simple Google search, I found out that that pipe isn't supposed to have stuff in it because it's for air. It's the intercooler pipe. It's been a while since I've worked on turboed cars, so let's make those mistakes together. So now that we've made a watery mess for no reason, let's get into these ignition coil packs. We've got brand new ones and brand new spark plugs, so we're gonna replace those so that way this thing isn't misfiring anymore. All right, guys, so we pulled 1, 2, 3, 4 ignition coils out, put 4 new spark plugs in, put the new ignition coils back in, and we should theoretically have gotten rid of our engine misfire, but I'm not sure because this guy is stripped out. This bolt isn't really holding it in, but I mean, it's making good enough contact that it shouldn't misfire, but I will probably address that stripped bolt. For some reason, it'll thread in halfway, like halfway down. So I'll probably have to get a longer bolt with the same thread if I want to get that one to sit down in there properly. But let's go ahead and start it up with that push down as hard as we can, see if we got rid of our misfire. Well, it still doesn't sound great, and we've got a flashing check engine light. Let's see how it drives. Could also be out of gas. Well guys, it might be redneck, but if it works, who cares? Got those 3 tightened down like I said. This guy was loose. Well, it seems like the top of the sleeve was stripped out, so we got a bolt with the same pitch and thread, and got her threaded in there, threw a couple washers on. It's nice and tight, so if it works, it works. All right guys, we're getting her all buttoned back up here. We did spark plugs, we did coils, we fixed that one coil that was popping out. I did drain the water, the garden hose water out of this. We mixed some actual antifreeze and put some in there. I'm gonna run it a little bit and check it again, make sure it didn't go down. But topped this off with antifreeze as well. I also just drained her oil and put some new oil in, new filter. The oil did look fine, so I don't think we have any major engine issues going on here. So fingers crossed. It looks like we're also getting a little bit low on brake fluid, so we're gonna go grab some of that. And this here gas cap isn't exactly clicking like it's supposed to. It says tight until 1 click, or check that thing may turn on. So we'll get another one of those while we're at it. All right folks, so we got everything replaced. That should be causing that engine light. Let's see what we got going on here. Check engine light is still on. Let's give her a drive around the block and see how she's doing.
Doesn't sound great.
I haven't drifted in a long time. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. It's like once you're on the throttle, it's a little better, but
Yeah, the idle sounded pretty rough.
yeah. Drift around, let's do your turn. Oh yeah, still got it. Well, I guess we'll go back and park her and pull the check engine reader out, see what we got. Well folks, we saw as we drove around for a minute, we replaced pretty much everything in the ignition system and we're still getting some misfire. So drop in the comments below what you think it could be. Drop in the comments below if you think I got scammed on this auction car. I don't know. I hate working on new cars, so let me know what you think it could be. Join us next week for another interesting video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later.